Happy Sunday, people. This is Amber with thelovegal.com and youtube.com/thelovegal. Now, before I take my Sunday nap, yes, Sunday nap at like 4 p.m., I wanted to get this video out, something that's telling me to. If you go to thelovegal.com, you probably see these exact tips listed out now. I decided to do a video about it. I believe somebody that is listening to this needs to hear it. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. I put out as much content as I possibly can on a consistent basis to help you guys and all of that great stuff. Now, this video is about the 5-step process to getting your ex back. As my subscribers know, I am the author of Getting Back the Relationship That You Always Wanted. It's a step-by-step guide on how to get your ex back. You can get that at thelovegal.com. Okay, let's get into it. Step number 1. Like I said, I hope you listen to this video to the end and not just click off, because I'm giving you guys some jewels and really a plan to start with. It's going to be a general plan. Like I said, I can't be on here for 82 minutes talking about one subject. Who has time for that? Okay. Step number 1 is let the situation breathe. I know a lot of us, we go into the breakup or the after the breakup and we want to get back with them as soon as possible. We're doing and saying anything to get them to listen to us, and I believe that is the wrong thing to do. Disclaimer, I'm not just somebody on here talking. I've been in your situation before. I've been in some relationships that you kind of like, what the hell? Why the hell did she go through all that? I've been through it. So what I'm telling you guys from experience that I've seen my people go through. Step number 1 is important, letting the situation breathe. You do not want to jump back into a situation with someone who still has ill feelings towards you, or someone who is just not ready to take that next step again. You feel me? Let the situation breathe. Give them time and give yourself time to process what happened. Okay. Even the emotions that say, I'm no longer interested, blah, blah, blah. Let the situation breathe. As of today, if somebody's telling you that or telling you whatever, that they don't want to be with you, you cannot force them to do so. You feel me? The more time you give your ex to calm down, the better chances that you have to get them back. Like I said, time is the only thing that's going to help you right now. And I know it hurts and you want to be back with them as soon as possible. But what if I told you, the more time you give them to process and, get over whatever they're feeling about, like whatever they're mad about or feeling disgusted about or whatever, the better chances that you guys are going to be together long term. You feel me? The goal is to let all of the negative feelings towards you dwindle down. Okay? Just give it time. You feel me? Just like when you get your food too hot. What happens? You got to give it some time to cool off before you put it in your mouth. Okay? Or you're going to burn yourself. That is the perfect example. When your food is too hot, you give it time to cool down. Or you put it in your mouth too hot, it's going to burn your tongue. Okay? Step number 2 is catch their eye by surprise. Anytime I go through anything, it doesn't have to be like a relationship or anything like that, but anytime I go through a hard time, I always try to make it a point to advance myself, glow up, as I like to call it. My friends probably know this, like once a year I step my appearance up. You feel me? And not just for anybody else. I do it for me. I do it to make myself feel better. I do it to, catch attention. People are always going to notice when you are advancing yourself. You're looking better every year. You're progressing. But this needs to happen while you are not in a relationship with somebody. They need to see that, 1, you're doing fine without them. 2, you are making a point to better your life and better yourself. And if you're not talking to someone, granted, step number 1, letting the situation breathe, they need to see something, see the advancement, because you can't come out and tell them, hey, I'm doing better my life is doing better, blah, blah, blah. So what do they have to see it physically. So I always make it a point to, switch up the hair, switch up the fits, you know what I'm saying? Make sure my acne is under control and all that great stuff. I may drop a couple pounds. Like I said, the most important thing in this situation is yourself, your self-esteem, and all of that. I recommend you doing this for yourself and not for this other person. But in the long run, they're going to notice. I don't care what your ex has told you and saying, oh, I don't care about you, I don't want nothing to do with you, blah, blah. Saying that you're going through step one and you're giving the situation time to breathe, not reaching out, blah, blah. They're wondering about you. They're wondering what you're doing, how you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And in today's world, what do? Is social media is everything. And for you to be on YouTube, you at least have a Facebook page, you have a Twitter, you have Instagram, something. And even if you guys aren't friends anymore, it's easy for somebody to see you and all that great stuff. Even if it's not them in particular, it could be their friends, bestie, sister, brother, mom, whatever. Somebody needs to see you looking good, okay? Let them see you. And if your page is on private and you're not, if your page is on private and you're not friends with this person, you guys aren't following each other, make your page public just so they can see you, babe. Let them see you, okay? Let them see you smiling and all of that. It helps, okay? They need to see you happy. Put a smile on your face. Step number 3 is damage control. Damage control is probably one of the most important things I talk about in my book, because we all go through this process, the breakup process, where we're doing things that we normally wouldn't do. We're heartbroken. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to move forward, blah, blah, blah. And so what we do, we end up doing stuff that's crazy. Some people knock out people's windows. They slashing tires. They're calling people's phones. They're making up rumors. They're doing the most because our mind is not ready to process that the relationship is over. So you kind of like indulge yourself in any kind of activity, you know what I'm saying, that surrounds the relationship. You could call the person 52 times, leave 32 emails, text them 100 times. We've all been to that point. I'm pretty sure you can think of one thing right now that you wish that you have not done. You feel me? You wish, like, dang, if I could go back in time and take that back, I wish I didn't do that, because that makes it made me look crazy. Damage control is very important, and I talk about that in a chapter in my book, and it helps alleviate and make your ex think, okay, yeah, they had a moment, but they're not that crazy emotional person. You feel me? You have to go back and kind of take what you did back, and by doing that, you do that with the whole no contact rule and all that stuff. You want your ex to look at you as a human and not that person that, like that super crazy person that they don't want anything to do with. Step number 4 is make them come to you. This is also very important. I know you guys are going through like, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, maybe if I keep hitting them up, they'll end up coming to me. It's not always the case, and that I think that is more rare than anything. Let them come to you. And with this process, you have to be patient, y'all. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to get them back in 2 weeks. That does happen. It happens. But you have to let them feel comfortable enough to where they want to reach out to you. And when they do reach out to you, you still don't give them your full attention. I know this sounds so crazy, and you may not like what I'm saying, but it's true. You have to make them think getting back together is their idea, something that they decided to do, not something that they're being forced into doing. If you're constantly letting them know you're still available, they won't be as interested in getting back close to you. They're like, oh, they're still on my heels, blah, blah. I could keep them at a distance because I know for a fact they still gonna be there. No, when a person knows that there's a chance that they can't get with you or they can't have you, they're gonna try harder to get you back close, you feel me? if that makes sense. Everything will play out in your favor if you play it cool and let them come to you. If they want to hang out, it's okay to do so. However, the first few interactions shouldn't last more than an hour. You have to leave them wanting more of your time. You can't just be like, oh, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. Be like, okay, come over for a movie. Watch one movie. No Netflix and chill. Don't have a marathon. Don't binge watch your favorite series. Give them about an hour of your time. Be like, hey, I gotta go. We can kick it another time, blah, blah, blah. But when you only give them short interactions, they're going to start thinking about you and wanting more of your time. Don't go over there chilling with them all damn day. Okay? You have to drop little seeds, and they will eventually come to you fully. The key to getting somebody to fall for you is getting them to miss you. And how do you do that? They will start thinking about you all the time. That's why I say short interactions are important. Don't text them all day. You give them enough to like know that you're not being an asshole, but you cut it short so they will want some more. Okay. Step number 5 is build a different type of bond first and then will them in. Like I said in like my previous videos, if you are not familiar, go watch the rest of my videos. I have more videos up. But build a different type of bond first and then will them in. You don't want the same relationship that you had before because clearly it didn't work for some odd reason. You guys need to improve on whatever it was and make a better relationship, have a stronger bond, and all that stuff. The best way to do that is just be their friend. Chill. You know what I'm saying? And once you build that bond, two people who are like previously in love with each other and like all the feels were there, blah, 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 that's going to come back naturally. You know what I'm saying? But right now you need to focus on building trust, building communication, better communication, incorporating the positives into the relationship, and then work on the actual commitment relationship part. Okay? I hope that helps somebody out there. I am Amber with thelovegal.com. Go ahead and download my full book on how to get your ex back. I'll give all the tips and tricks and stuff in there at thelovegal.com. The link will be in the description box below. If you found this video helpful, give my video a thumbs up, please, and drop a comment. Until next time.